Well, more people are getting into hot yoga, performing poses in a room that can climb over 100 degrees. So this morning, we're wondering if that's safe to do. Dr. Zorba Paster is here with some answers. Of course, there are tremendous benefits from yoga. Then you heat it up a little bit.
Right. And hot yoga is, there are a couple of differences between hot yoga and what we might call traditional yoga. It's, first of all, it's in a hot environment, so your pulse goes up, your heart rate goes up. That isn't necessarily aerobic, you know, so sitting in a, if that were the case, we could sit in a hot tub for 20 minutes instead of running down the street, and our pulse will go up. But your pulse goes up. The style of yoga, there are fast changes in the pose versus slow changes in the pose. And then sort of the environment. The environment is a different environment, and some people just love it.
It is. It's really caught on, but I've done hot yoga before. And I think if you're in the right frame of mind for it, physically and mentally, it's good. But I've seen some people who've had to leave the room, but boy, some people, they talk about, the detoxing effect and all that. I know there's debate over that.
That's very interesting. You know, the idea that we actually detox because we're sweating more, we're getting rid of the poisons in our body. The concept that we actually carry around poison is sort of interesting. But I think it's really the way that you feel and how you enjoy it or don't enjoy it. And that's the whole thing about exercise. We look at various forms of exercise, and you pick what really goes to your heart and what you're likely to do. And for some people, hot yoga with the quick changes and poses, very useful. They feel better. And for other people, it's the more slower, contemplative yoga, which I think is really more meditative, if you will.
I'm wondering if sometimes with hot, of course, the idea too is to get you into a deeper stretch, and if there's a possibility of overstretching and injuring yourself.
Well, when you're in a warmer environment, your muscles and ligaments do tend to loosen up. That gives you the feeling that you can stretch more, and then often people do stretch more. And then I think it's the function of the person. It's like exercise. You can go out and do too much, in which case you pull back because it's painful. So I don't think we could say hot yoga or more traditional yoga will make a deeper stretch. I think it's a function of how you stretch and what you do for your body, and that's really partially the mental aspect of exercise that's so important.
I think it's worth giving it a try because, as you say, some people just love it.
And you know what I really wonder is whether or not we'll start to see yoga as an Olympic sport. I mean, we look at beach volleyball, which is totally different from what we had before. Maybe in 4 years or 8 years, we'll start to see yoga poses. Why not as an Olympic sport? I think it would go against what yoga's about, but that would be okay. It would be interesting.
Not supposed to be competitive. You're not supposed to be looking at your neighbor. You do what you can do with your own body.
Yes, but we shall see.
We shall see. You're right about that. All right, Doctor, thank you.
A pleasure.
Give it a try. If you want to give it a try, give it a shot. All right, Doctor, thank you. All right, we're right back with a little bit more.